Good morning. Hi, friends. This morning I have just cinnamon tea today. It's really good. Tastes like fall. All right. Since we're running a little behind today, we're just going to get started. Okay? Okay. So this weekend, I was with a couple of girlfriends, and they had their beautiful little children with them. And they ranged from like 3 months old to like 10 years, maybe older. And they're both people that care about being healthy, and they're very active people. They do a ton of things. And I was like, wow. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, how would you even like go about trying to get your kids healthy and active? And so I did a little research, because why not? Because that's what I do. So this morning I bring you 8 ways to help enroll your kids to get them healthy and active. Now, I am not an expert. I read all of this and I figured I would share it with you because it was interesting to me. So moms and dads, aunts and uncles, you can do this too, right? Any way to get the kids healthy and active is an awesome thing. So start with number 8. And the first thing they talked about in these articles was healthy nutrition. Crazy, right? It does all start with your nutrition. So they said to encourage kids to help with meal planning. Like, what do you want to eat this week? I want tacos. Great. We'll have some healthy tacos. Easy enough, right? And then also they can help with meal prepping. They can help with cooking. There's a lot of things that kids can do. I don't know the age range of when kids should use a knife. I'll leave that to you parents and your discretion. But the more kids can get involved at an early age, the more likely they are to kind of pick up on those habits and have a healthy, active life. Perfect. Good morning, Richie. All right, number 7 is to help them find age-appropriate activities that they like. And this kind of goes for everybody, but like activities that are too advanced or complex can be really discouraging to a child. They can be really discouraging to an adult as well. I hate when things are so complex that I can't figure it out. So if you're helping like guide kids through their choices, they say to choose activities that are specific for the age, right? It seems obvious, but I think sometimes we try to force things on people. And again, don't know about kids, but maybe sometimes kids get things forced upon them in terms of healthy activities that they're like, I don't like this. This sucks. So keep in mind, some children obviously are, would like to do more of these. Some would like to do less, but some things they brought up for like the 5 and under kind of range, like 3 to 5, 3 to 6 years old, were very simple: biking, jumping, tumbling, playground, playing catch, playing tag, like dance parties. And you can take part in those things with them. You don't have to just send the kids to do those things, apparently. Who knew? Right? And then they said a little older, like the 6 to 17-year-old range, hiking, biking, organized sports, of course, yoga, skateboarding, martial arts. There's all sorts of things, right? So just find whatever is age appropriate for the kid. And they'll figure out what they like to do, and they'll tell you, because that's what happened to me. I definitely figured out that I love gymnastics, and that's what we went with. So I was in gymnastics. All right. Number 6, you can give some gifts that encourage play. Richie, you like dancing. See, you got to do what you love then. Go dance. Go dance, Richie. I love it. All right, number 6 is to give gifts that encourage play. So we kind of do this in general with people, right? Part of minimalism is kind of owning less things so that you can go do things and experience life and do things that you really enjoy. And I love that concept. And I kind of took that concept into the gift giving world. So instead of buying, a trinket or something that somebody's going to put in their house, we like to give experiences. So a gift card, for instance, to like the Science Museum or the Minnesota Zoo, or a restaurant, or, whatever, with the stipulation that we're going to come with you. Like, we would love to come with you and spend some time with you. And it's a really, really fun thing. So kind of the same concept, but with kids, right, can be to give a gift that encourages play. So instead of more toys or whatever, consider gifting or rewarding your kids with items that require them to be more physically active. So the examples that this article came up with were balls, jump ropes, bikes, sports equipment. You could even do like gift cards to trampoline parks or skate parks if they're into skateboarding, or fun play places in your area. You could do interactive video games. I know when like the Wii came out with all those like sports things like bowling and tennis and all that, that stuff was fun. Like even for adults, I had a lot of fun doing it. And if you're doing it with your kids, I'm assuming it would be pretty fun too. Let's see here. And then lessons, of course, like dance, gymnastics. And I think a lot of people do enroll their kids and stuff like that. There's other things too, though. Like I know a friend of mine bought some lessons for indoor rock climbing. I want to say she was like 12, maybe a little older. But how fun is that? Like it's just a cool little fun thing. So it encourages some physical activity. It encourages an activity instead of like a trinket or something. So moving on. Number 5. And this I've heard from parents, and they say it's hard to do, and I can only imagine, especially in this day of COVID, this age of COVID, is to limit their screen time. The article was flat out like kids are using media too often. One study found that kids 8 through 18 use electronics almost 8 hours a day. And I'm sure now with being schooled online, it's, way more. But if we discount that, right, 8 through 18-year-olds use electronics almost 8 hours a day on average. That's a lot. That's a full-time job right there. So the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that kids ages 3 through 18 should have a total hour usage of 2 per day. So I don't know how you do that. Maybe that's encouraging these play. Maybe that's enrolling them in these other things. But that was one of their points, was to limit screen time. All right, moving on. Number 4 on our top 8 ways to enroll your kids in healthy, active lifestyle is to straight up do that. Incorporate more physical activity just into your daily life. So plan this out every single day. There can be they do say that small bursts of energy throughout the day are equally as effective as a 60-minute workout, right? So if we can do these short bursts throughout the day, that's a really good thing. So they gave some info. Invite them to take the dog for a walk with you, of course, because you're going to do this too. Go for a hike, go for a bike ride together, walk just to the mailbox. Like if you live in the country, right, you got a long ass driveway. Go, everybody, let's take a walk to the mailbox once a day. Why not? You can connect with your kids, you can get some exercise in, you can see some nature, right? So many good things. You can always park a little further away if you don't live in the country, at Target, Cub Foods, whatever it may be. Park at the back, enjoy your walk together. Let's see. They had 2 more. Have a dance party in the middle of cleaning. So you guys are all cleaning together. Stop what you're doing, have a 5-minute dance party. I don't know. I loved being silly like that when I was little. Feels a little weird now, but if I had a little kid around me, absolutely I would do it. And then also have them help you with the chores. So like cleaning and what have you. Again, age appropriate. You parents figure that out. I don't know what's age appropriate in terms of cleaning, but I'm sure they can help with something, right? All right, so incorporate that physical activity into your every single day life, and that will form a habit, right? And that'll be a lot easier for your kids to maintain something like that moving into the future when they become adults. Okay, number 3, plan a weekly family activity. So once a week, do something a little bit bigger, a little bit more, just a little different than your daily day-to-day things. So let's see here. It can improve your family bonding. It can improve your family connection with each other. And then also if you're out in nature, even better. Let's see here. Both those reasons have positive, benefits on things. Let's see here. So again, they recommend things like camping, hiking, just exploring together. Living in the middle of Minneapolis, I see a ton of families going for a walk or a bike ride around the lakes. It's pretty fun to see. There's always families just out doing stuff around here. It's great. Yeah, I mean, you could even have a picnic. I also see that a lot of times in Minneapolis. There's tons of great places around the lakes for picnics. So people are just out hanging out, having picnics, probably going for a walk, going to the little beaches. In the winter, you can go sledding, right? You can go to an ice skating rink. Yeah, there's a ton of options out there for something that's physically active, and it can be like a fun family event once a week. Super easy. And in the world of COVID, there's probably some things like this that would be not a lot of people around, potentially, so it would be pretty easy to find, I would hope. We'll see. We'll see how that goes as the winter comes, right? Okay, so there's just 2 left here on our 8 ways to get kids to be active and healthy with you. Number 2 is to be a role model. So you have to do this yourself because you want to be healthy and active, and you want to show your kids that being healthy and active is a good thing. So people say this all the time, but their little eyes are always watching. They may not do what you say, but they do what you do, right? They watch, they take that stuff in. Yeah, just be a good example for them. Let them see you being physically active. Let them see you choosing the healthy foods. And if you do this consistently, they're going to think, oh, this is just how it is. And that is how it is. So it's great. And also let them hear you speak positively about things like physical activity, about healthy eating. You don't have to be like, oh, I have to have a salad again. No, you get to have a salad again. You get to nourish your body with that food, right? So let them hear you speak positively. That is a huge one. All right, and the number 1 thing is to make it all fun. Who likes going and doing stuff that's boring, that sucks? No one. So find something and make it fun regardless of what it is. You make sure you're having a good time, and that will make sure that they're having a good time as well. They say that the number 1 reason that kids partake in something is because they find it fun. Like, that's a very simple reason for things, but it is huge. Like, again, I don't like doing stuff that's not fun. Nobody does. All right. So generally at a young age, they're not motivated by like, oh, I'm going to do this thing regardless and I'm going to lose weight, right? They're not motivated by that. They're motivated by like, is it fun? Does it suck? Right? All right. It should be play for kids. So encourage them to find activities that they love to do. You also find activities that you love to do, because otherwise you're not going to do them either. And don't be too hard on them. Pushing them or criticizing them during the whatever event it is takes the fun out of it, right? And it's going to make them not want to do it. Okay, so those are my professional top 8 ways to help get your kids active and healthy alongside you. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Again, I don't have kids. I don't really know. However, talking to my friends this weekend, seeing them around their adorable children, made me research. So this information came from ESA Online. So I've looked at some of their stuff before. They have some great information on there. Yeah. So if you want to start with your nutrition and get your kids healthy, shakes are healthy for kids and adults alike. So hit me up. You can go to rootdownwellbeing.com and we'll get started. Okay. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Okay. Bye, everybody.